자기소개 부탁드립니다.
Okay, so I'm Kabir and I'm in year 12. So our role as student council president, honestly, I think is to kind of like oversee also what's happening, but also to like make sure everyone is included. So we have events scheduled for different kind of hobbies, I guess. So we have like sport events. We also have like quizzes and bowls. So we make sure events get planned, kind of executed, and then done. Yeah. Also kind of working with primary and then seeing what they need support in or how we can help them.
몇 학년에 업랜드에 입학했나요? 돌아보았을 때 언제 가장 큰 개인적 성장을 경험했다고 느끼나요?
So I joined this year. So I joined last year in August. Yeah, so I've only spent 1 year in Uplands. But honestly, I think this one term has been very influential because coming into like a new school, a new environment, but the IB kind of like challenges you to step out the minute you start. So I felt like connecting with people in Uplands honestly kind of helps you grow as a person because there's just so many different cultures in this school, which is like amazing to learn.
So why are you choosing the Uplands?
Because of the IB, because it's on the island, and because like I knew like a few people who came to Uplands before, and like they quite liked it and enjoyed it. So I thought because it's IB and I wanted to do the IB, like noticed like I really wanted to do the IB instead of A levels, so I chose to come to Uplands. Honestly, because I've seen people who do the A levels, and I see how A levels is honestly like IGCSE, but a lot more content based. So you go a lot deeper in content. But I find IB, just because we have like the 6 subjects, kind of like breadth. We like, I guess it opened up so many more doors and how we can do stuff, and our subject choices we pick kind of also help us not only in our like personal statements to unis, but also I think for the EE and TOK kind of helps you like make these real world connections with what you actually learn. So I feel like it's a lot more applicable than just learning the content from A levels.
업랜드에서는 학생회장이 어떻게 선출되나요? 지원 또는 선거 과정을 설명해 주세요.
So first we get introduced to all of the like portfolios or roles. So there are 4 roles. We have head student, house captain, prefects, student voices, and then sustainability. So you get introduced to like what all of these 4 do and what kind of like their role specifies in or like specializes in. Then we write a personal statement and pick 2 roles that we would like put ourselves for. And then our personal statement gets sent to teachers along with a form to pick who they think is like the best 2 candidates. And then that same form gets sent to secondary, so they also pick who becomes the student president. Yeah.
학생 리더로서 가장 어려웠던 경험은 무엇이었으며 그 경험을 통해 무엇을 배웠나요?
I think making sure you're organized, because with the IB you have already like a heavy subject load. And then you need to kind of stay organized, so events get planned both for primary and secondary, making sure that all the like kind of meetings with the primary reps or with staff kind of happen and go on. And then if we're going to work with DSS or like USC, making sure that the link is already there, emails are sent. So I guess just getting organized and making sure everything's done to schedule.
업랜드 학생 문화나 공동체에서 가장 인상적인 점은 무엇인가요?
I think that they're so like this community is so welcoming. So like coming in new in year 12, like I was able to kind of find my group of friends and fit in quite fast. So I guess the way that they welcome new students, they don't kind of like make you feel outside. They include you in sports, arts, studies, everything. It kind of makes you feel like welcome and wanted in the community, which is very nice to have. Yeah.
선생님들과의 관계는 어떤가요? 학생들의 의견이 존중받고 있다고 느끼나요?
My relationship with teachers is, I hope is really good, because I would like to say it's really good. And you can approach them during school hours, outside of lessons also, to ask them about questions or your EE, IA. But I think also the good thing about Uplands teachers is they really do listen to your kind of concerns, whether it is academic, CAS, EE, TOK, or it could be about your well-being also. So teachers really do take initiative to try and help students be the most comfortable they can here in Uplands, and I think that's honestly a very good thing to have. Yeah.
IGCSE 과정에서 어떤 과목들을 선택했나요?
So I did 10 subjects. I did math, ad math, English first language, English literature, Chinese foreign language, Bahasa foreign language, biology, chemistry, physics, and computer science.
IGCSE 과목 선택에 영향을 준 요소는 무엇이었나요? 흥미, 강점, 진로 목표, 교사의 조언 등.
I think mostly my interest and kind of experimenting with new subjects, because that was the first time I did computer science. So that was like a good way to kind of familiarize myself before coming to the IB and needing to pick like my actual 6 subjects. I also think interest did play a part, because I really felt like the sciences and math were quite interesting to pick. Yeah, so honest interest and teacher guidance also, because I did speak to teachers about how to kind of make my subject choices, and I think it did work out quite well.
IGCSE에서 IB 디플로마 프로그램으로 전환할 때 가장 다르게 느껴졌던 점은 무엇인가요?
I guess the format of the exams, because I guess IGCSE is a lot of content based, so you kind of memorize and apply, whereas IB is a lot of real world connections and using real examples. So I guess knowing how to study for both of them and knowing the similarities and differences would help me kind of do better in both, I guess. Yeah.
현재 어떤 IB 과목들을 공부하고 있나요?
So at HL, I do Math AA, Chemistry, and Film. And for SL, I do Economics, Spanish ab initio, and English Language and Literature.
The Uplands got film.
Yeah, Uplands has film, yeah. So we do quite a few arts here at Uplands also. We have film, visual arts, and music, and then they're bringing in drama as well, which is quite fun to have, yeah. We've done a film just to like kind of tell like the teacher about ourselves. Yeah, it's called I Human. Then we did one kind of like German expressionist style, so like a black and white film with a lot of like dramatic movements and dramatic sets. And then we're gonna do a documentary film soon when we're done with this unit.
왜 그 IB 과목들을 선택했으며 그것들이 미래의 대학 또는 진로 계획과 어떻게 관련이 있나요?
I picked these IB subjects, one, to kind of keep doors open for different majors. So like math will really help me, and chem kind of keep the STEM majors open. But I also really did kind of see myself liking economics and film a lot. So I guess balancing out like flexibility for majors, but also what you like, I think is the way I went for it.
IB 디플로마 프로그램에서 가장 도전적이면서도 의미 있었던 부분은 무엇인가요?
I think the most challenging part was kind of balancing out like the actual academics and then CAS and TOK. Because at the end of the day, they all kind of weigh the same, because if you fail in one part, you don't get your diploma. So I guess learning how to balance all of them and knowing like the right time allocations for each kind of took a bit of time for me to help learn. But I think once I got to learn it, like it helped me become a lot more organized as a person and flexible also, because I was able to move stuff around to accommodate to other people's schedules.
Extended Essay, TOK, CAS와 같은 IB의 핵심 요소들이 개인적 성장에 어떻게 기여했나요?
I think they help me step outside and like make sure we know that like academics isn't the only thing that we have to worry about. And I think CAS really pushes you to outside your comfort zone with the creativity and the activity and service, making sure that you give back to your community, and also you're getting like exercise done. So I think it helps you kind of understand that in the real world, like you have to focus on all aspects to make sure that you're healthy and mentally sound as well. So I think it really does kind of give you that sense that you are preparing for the real world and not just to succeed in like these 2 years of your life. So as a year group, we all went to this place called Banda Aceh in Sumatra, Indonesia. And then we kind of taught kids different subjects. So we did a basic math and a bit of English with them. Yeah, we also painted the schools. the colors that they were to give them a fresh paint job. And then we also did some traditional like weaving with bamboo on the beach, which was quite nice to learn also, yeah.
2열 12에는 교실이 몇 개 있고 학생은 몇 명인가요?
So we have 4 tutor groups. We have 12 Hill, 12 School, 12 Crag, and 12 Callaway. We have about 40 students, about 38 to 40 students in our year. So it's not too big. Yeah. Year 13, I think, is a bit bigger. It's about 50, 60. It's about 60 students, yeah.
IB를 고려하고 있지만 너무 어려울까 봐 걱정하는 학생들에게 어떤 조언을 해주고 싶나요?
I don't think it's too difficult because the IB, you have already sections of your grade put out for the IA. So when you walk into an exam hall, you already have like 20% of your grade locked in. So in the actual exam, you don't have that pressure you do for A levels because your whole grade doesn't write on the exam. But also you, like especially in Uplands, you have a lot of help from teachers, especially for the IA and the EE and TOK. So to get like the core points and like the minimum points to kind of succeed in your exams should not be too hard because I feel like the IB does really kind of give you support in content wise, especially because like it tests you for the IA first and then you actually go in with like similar content for your actual exam. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.